Hi, welcome. In this week's newsletter for Harmonizing Healthcare, I mentioned the importance of self-study and meditation. So I thought, what better time to introduce one of my personal favorite oils and an oil that is really great for this process as well. So I bring to you today the oil of frankincense. Frankincense is a soothing, earthy, refreshing oil that comes from the steam distillation of the resin from the trunk of a boswellia tree. And just like most resin gums or saps, frankincense is really great for skincare. It helps support healthy aging skin and can also be really great for skin imperfections when used topically. Frankincense also has anti-inflammatory properties, which can make it soothing for minor muscle aches as well as inflammation in the joints. As far as overall body systems, frankincense has an affinity for our respiratory system, our immune function, as well as cellular and brain function. And it is an oil that is very calming to the central nervous system, so it's a great oil for when you need something relaxing to calm the nerves. And I wanted to talk a little bit more about the brain in particular. As far as our brain function, frankincense has a way of quieting the mind, creating a sense of focus, as well as eliminating or reducing the perception of external distractions. As such, it is a really amazing oil to use for practices of meditation, contemplation, or any situation where you really need to quiet that mental chatter. And it has actually been a resin that has been widely used in meditation practices through different cultures throughout the ages. Now let's dive into the energetics of frankincense. Frankincense in the TCM or traditional Chinese medicine perspective is really great for removing stagnation and encouraging the flow of qi and blood. It has also been used in this practice for calming the nerves as well as for clarifying the intellect or yi. When calming the intellect, that brings us right back to its use for meditation, as it's really great for calming the mind. As far as energy centers, if you are familiar with the energy centers in the body or chakras, frankincense is most associated with the seventh or the crown chakra, which is the energy center where we connect to higher purpose, where we're connecting more to spirituality, to the divine, both within and that greater perspective of the divine. And with that tie to spirituality, I wanted to mention that frankincense has actually been noted in many different spiritual or religious texts. Often it's been given as a gift, and in history, at one point in time, it was actually considered to be more valuable than gold. So it's a really beautiful oil. I treat it with a lot of care, and it's been a really great aid in my meditative practice. Overall, this oil is really great for transcending into deeper states of awareness and really moving more into a space of consciousness rather than a space of distracted thought. Now, I just wanted to briefly mention the safety aspect of this oil. This oil is considered to be a generally safe oil. However, I always go by the rule of respecting the plant in your pocketbook by saying that less is more. So always dilute, because it's gonna save your oil, it's gonna make it last longer, and the potency of that medicine is not gonna be downgraded when you dilute it. So put it in some fractionated coconut oil, some jojoba oil if you're using it topically, and it'll make your oil last a lot longer, but you'll still receive those beautiful benefits of the oil. And going into the use of this oil, so you can use this oil topically, again, diluting with a carrier oil. You can also use it by inhaling through a diffuser or just opening up the bottle and taking a few deep breaths with the cap open under your nose is a really great way to kick that meditation practice into gear. And with the doTERRA frankincense, it can be used internally, but you'll always want to dilute that as well. So you can put 1 drop in 4 ounces of water and take it that way. So it's a really great oil overall. It's one that I use sparingly because it's a really precious one to me. So always dilute it, treat it with care, and I hope that you find it helps in your meditation practice. And I will again leave my link to my doTERRA shop below. So feel free to head on over to that shop, grab yourself some frankincense if you are needing a little bit more of a push in your meditation practice or feel a little disconnected. This will help to clear the chatter, really help to drop you in and bring you back into that space of awareness. Again, if you have any questions, want to know more about essential oils, feel free to reach out to me at natalie@harmonizingcare.com, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. Thanks again, and I'll see you next week.